Here's Brody Brazil.
Ronald, great question. What do I think about the Derek Carr situation? It's very clear that the Raiders are making a decision to cut ties right now while they're not on the hook for anything bad happening in the final couple weeks of action. If he got hurt, they could be on the hook for not only keeping him, but I think about a $40 million price tag that goes along with it. I think they've made their choice, that they want to move on. I think, Ronald, the most interesting part is that he's just not going to be around. They've said, you know what, you're done for the year. You're not going to start. You're not going to play. And they made that mutual agreement for him to not be present. That's interesting. I mean, Derek Carr always strikes me as somebody who would never quit on anything. And so that makes me think, and granted, I've only done light reading on this. I'm not somebody behind the scenes. I don't even have connections right now to what's going on behind the scenes. Like a lot of times I can find some things out if I really wanted to, even if I don't, share them or repurpose them. But I haven't even gone that far. To me, on the outside looking in, you would have to think that the team has suggested to him, just shut your season down right now. We're giving you the final 2 weeks off as like severance, and then they can get out of the contract with him and not have to worry about any type of injury that would keep him on the team, keep him on the payroll. But I think the whole, hey, see you later, have a good life, that's kind of weird. And that's kind of weird almost from a Derek Carr perspective, that he wouldn't have pushed back against that. Your season is what it is. Your interceptions are what they are. Your team struggles are what they are. But to depart the entire situation like that, something seems off about his personality, the overall, the precedent for something like this. You don't see this very often. And what harm, honestly, would his presence do? Is he going to lean over somebody's shoulder and intimidate them, or just they don't want him around? Or what are you going to do with the Raiders in the final, 2 weeks to drastically prepare for next season? The whole offseason is going to wipe away these final weeks anyway. They don't matter. By the way, side note, I saw that people are paying on average almost $600 to go to this weekend's game. Raiders hosting the 49ers, first ever game for them in Las Vegas. This isn't even a Battle of the Bay thing anymore. This is not a LA versus the Bay thing. This is San Francisco. Actually, it's Santa Clara versus Las Vegas. And I've also seen and heard that 60% of ticket sales are going to 49er fans. Like when you see Allegiant Stadium on Sunday, it's going to be packed with 49er fans, which would not be surprising to me based on what they've done at SoFi Stadium, how well they travel, road games in Arizona over the years, even road games in Dallas over the years. So that's not. But two things. Actually, just one thing. What's the allure of paying almost $600 a ticket on average to go to this game? 49ers are doing what they're doing. Raiders are going where they're going. You just want to be there for the matchup? Is it a good vacation time? Is that why prices are high? It's a holiday? Maybe spend New Year's in Vegas, go to the football game on Sunday? Okay, maybe that's driving as for the game, there's not a lot enticing here. Debo's not playing. We found that out today. Anyways, Ronald, I'm sorry. I departed here. The Derek Carr situation, weird. I don't think it's going to cost him at all in finding a new team next year in a new situation. This doesn't make him look bad. It would make him look bad if the Raiders said, he just ghosted us. That's not it. They've said, we mutually just decided it's best for all of us. Has he commented on this? I have not seen that yet. I mean, has he done a full, Q&A session? I don't think so. It's odd. It's unprecedented in sports. Sometimes an injury will take a player away, and then there's no point in coming back. But in this case, it's we're done, and we don't want to take chances on this. And you're better off not being here, I guess. So I wish I could explain it, but I can't.